The Division II Pop Warner Super Bowl is in the books, and 32 teams started the week, all competing for the right to call themselves a national champion, and 4 of those teams are returning home, able to do just that. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Kane. It is great to be here with you. I'm thrilled to welcome my broadcast partners, Rene Ingoglia and Dave Diaz-Infante. As I said, unbelievable day of Pop Warner action. Guys, 4 teams going home, calling themselves Pop Warner Super Bowl champions.
It's what it's all about, a great day dominated by defense. As you see, the wind blows here out at our beautiful set. But a game dominated by defense when there was a lot of great offensive teams out there today.
You know, you come here every year and you start looking at these offenses with the older, lighter kids, explosive plays, speed really the premium. But really the defenses took over, and turnovers were key today as well, as they always are in every football game. But when the pressure's on there and everything's on the line, boy, it really was a difference here today.
Well, Rainey, we watched this game earlier. The key for Bedford today, 3 turnovers.
Absolutely, and David Diaz-Infante talked about turnovers will kill Bedford Heights with 3 turnovers, and you see the total yards from Norfolk, 234. Phenomenal effort by them today.
Yeah, I tell you what, turnovers are key again, and once again, in the big games, those are the difference makers. You know, you can't beat yourself, so it's interesting to see those things play off again.
All right, now, DDI, you were an offensive lineman. I want to talk about the wedge. We saw a lot of wedge play today. You see it so much in Pop Warner. It's so effective at this level. Can it be an effective offense at the next level?
Well, I think you look around the country, and when you need an advantage because you maybe don't have the size of the athletes, I think it gives you something to go to. It's easy to teach. It's hard to defend because it's simplicity and the idea of just pushing the defense back and eliminating the space that you have to block for.
Fantastic. Now, Rene, you're running back. You got a little ball playing in your your background as well. Wing T, another offense we see quite a bit. Wing T successful here. Can it be successful at the next level?
Absolutely, and we see it. Georgia Tech runs a triple option, and that's a version of the Wing T. I played against the University of Delaware in college. That's where it came from, the Delaware Wing T. So absolutely, Georgia Southern this year used a triple option Wing T type attack to go to Florida and beat the Gators. So absolutely, it can work. You just don't see a lot of schools that do it.
Yeah, it requires a lot of discipline, too, for you defensively to defend it. A lot of misdirection, assignment football, and it's hard to prepare for in a short amount of time.
Well, hard to prepare, but those guys pulled it off fantastic today, and it led them to a national championship. We're going to take a quick Sports Center. Garrett Denny, we've been giving this kid love all week long. Minitron, as we're calling him, as he lays out here. I know you like this one, Rainey.
Well, and I love the pass from quarterback Griffin Helm. Very impressed with them. This was the #1 play. Sports Center top 10, unbelievable catch. I don't care what level it is, NFL, college, high school, Pop Warner. That is a phenomenal play.
Yeah, to track the football in the air, and the quarterback making that throw with someone in his face, staring down the barrel. So that's awesome.
He looked like a young Rene Ingoglia out there. You had hands like that back in the day, partner.
I don't know about that, but that was one heck of a play.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a lot more good plays to come. We're going to take a quick break.
Now, Overtown, they're out of the Miami area. We saw 3 Florida teams win today. They have a lot of speed, can spread the ball around. This is a team that was 8-3-1 during the regular season, 10-3-1 up to this point. They know what it means to lose. They can fight adversity. I think that goes a long way for them.
Yeah, I think you're right there, too. Is that when you've had to deal with it, you know what it's like. You've played in tough football games. Some you come out on top of, and some you've been on the losing end of. I think it makes team character and builds toughness.
Well, both of these teams so tough, but I got to tell you guys, I don't know if we've seen a team with better focus than Blackhawks all week. They came in and they're here to do business. Our coach said when we talked to him earlier. Rainey, I know you talked to him earlier this week.
Yeah, super impressed with them. You know, it's business-like, and you got to love that out of your team, especially Pop Warner. Listen, they didn't come here to go to Disney World. They came here to win a Super Bowl championship, and so far they've done it. They're 1 game away.
Well, that focus, I think, might be the difference this game. When you're clear on what your why is, why you're here, what is our purpose as a team, as an organization, who you're playing for, they seem to be very clear on their purpose here, and that can be a difference in a tightly contested football game.
Well, the purpose for all these teams to be here is to win. And welcome back, everybody. ESPN's Wide World of Sports Complex, and we are recapping the 2013 Pop Warner Super Bowl. Mike Kane here with Rene Ingoglia and Dave Diaz-Infante. And guys, it's hard to believe that we've already reached the end of the 2013 Pop Warner Super Bowl. I may call you guys this week around dinner time just so we can recap games. But give us some final thoughts on the week. I know, Rene, you and I have talked. Florida team's just dominant this week.
Yeah, and this is my first week working the Pop Warner Championship, so I was really impressed with everyone. 6 of the 8 champions came from Florida. No surprise, you know, it's one of the top states that colleges recruit from. But overall, I thought the play was excellent. I think defense dominated this week.
Well, I think one reason where the Florida teams really dominate is they have a lot of older, lighter kids. Not a lot of teams play freshman football. They rather play Pop Warner because the coaching is so good in Florida as well. So I think that's a big factor in what they do. Plus the talent pool that's there. It's a hotbed for recruiting. Everybody knows that around the country. You look at Florida, you look at California, you look at Texas. Those are the recruiting hotbeds out there. And Florida produces a lot of players. And a bunch of these guys we see playing this weekend, it's proven year in, year out, continue to rise up the ranks. And we'll see them on Saturday.
A lot of speed in Florida, and there is no substitution for speed.
Well, you know what, guys? We